Na srácok, üdvözlök megint mindenkit a streamen. Előbb csináltam egy próbaindítást, újraindítottam a gépet. Csináltam egy próbaindítást, és aztán finoman ment a játék tovább. Tehát, hogy nem tudom, hogy mi történt, de próbáljuk meg. Most így élőbe megint. Hát remélem, hogy jó lesz. Nem fog kellenem megint megszakítani a streamet.
I don't regret a thing.
Impending death.
I don't regret.
Damn!
We shall see about.
Ezeket most így átugrom, mert semmi értelme végignézni. Harmadszor. Sőt, nekem már negyedszer.
What the? Whose child is that? Morals. Whose?
We found an elf woman Laredo kidnapped almost a year ago. He was the father.
I'd never touch a she-elf.
Van egy olyan érzésem, hogy nem lesz jó.
Enough! We don't have time for that. The ship's waiting.
De lehet, hogy igen.
Prepare the boat.
What about the kid?
It's not coming.
Saharam. And make sure to tell.
Zsír. Nagyszerű. Imádom. Tehát, hogy ő neki valami nem passzol. Én szerintem ő neki az OBS-sel valami nem passzol. Vagy én nem tudom. Tehát, hogy így ne csinálja már ezt. Tehát, hogy ez már túl sok. Tehát ilyen nincs. Srácok, következő megoldás van. Újraindítom a gémet. Viszont hát azt a rövidke kis videót, ami az átvezető videót nem fogjátok látni. Ennyi. De nem tudok vele mit csinálni. Az, hogy lehet ennyire shittes egy dolog, ezt nem értem. Hihetetlen basszus. Ezt nem akarom elhinni, de komolyan mondom. Ilyen nincs.
must have been a massacre! Bones everywhere! How in the world did Glevasig harness so much of the power?
Do you always get so excited at the sight of skulls, Death Mold?
Scoff all you want, I speak of magic! The kind of spells that win wars, thousands incinerated in seconds! Power, destruction, annihilation!
Yes, after which Sabrina Glevasig was burned at the stake, and the Pontar Valley remains within Edern's borders.
Edern is a carcass, still showing life signs, but the realm's days are numbered. No peasant revolt can change that.
You're wrong, Deathmold. This country lives. I can feel it. Like an old wounded bear covered in scars, hounds all round it, but still strong.
Na,
Still deadly.
srácok.
But sire, the Eternian barons won't dare stand against you.
Az van,
Everything.
hogy ezt megelőzően volt egy átvezető videó, amit sajnos valamilyen oknál fogva streamben nem lehet leengedni. Nem is értem, hogy hogyan. Mert miután kikapcsoltam az OSB-t, újraindítottam a gépet, elindítottam a játékot, betöltöttem az utolsó mentést, szépen elindult az átvezető videó, és ugye elindult a második fejezet. Majd ismét elindítottam az OSB-t, elindítottam a streamet, és megint ugyanott lefagyott a játék. Vagy kikressett, vagy nem is tudom. Tök mindegy. Szar. Lényeg az, hogy ide dobott. Tehát itt most a királlyal vagyunk, és akkor most kéne mennünk tárgyalni a nemességgel. Most merre basszus? Hogy itt át a izén? Ez valami hihetetlen. Nem akarom elhinni, komolyan mondom. Hogy lehet valami ennyire szar?
Tanseville, can you feel that? Magic still beats strong in this place. Shivers all down my spine.
Strange. Levasig's quadruple sun is a short duration spell. It should have dissipated long ago.
And an
Sire!
Long live the
sheer
king!
amount of power she summoned. I doubt she retained complete control.
Stop discussing Sabrina Glevasig, or I promise you that heads will roll.
Baron Fellet has forever hinted
Long
at the
live
euthanasia
Hansel!
changes.
Tedwin! Always and forever!
Scum.
The other nobles are panic-stricken at the very thought of Saskia and her peasants and her human rebels. They are unprepared to fight and know it very well.
And Demovin's cub, has he named his price?
Prince Stennis has yet to respond, but Fellet has assured me.
I must see him. Look into his eyes. I'll know what he's made of then.
We most humbly greet His Majesty Henselt, King of Kedwen, heir to the dynasty of the Unicorn, Lord of Ard Caraig, Archduke of Banard, and Vanquisher of Nilfgaard.
Welcome to Edern.
How much do you want?
Your Majesty surely jests.
I couldn't be more serious. How much for your signatures?
100,000 Novigrad crowns, we thought, to each of us, and the titles of Marquis.
Oh.
We speak of Upper Eden, of coal and silver mines, numerous factories, the sole white marble quarry this side of the Uruga, and the North's main east-west trade route.
We speak of Lawmark. I advise you to adopt the new nomenclature.
In exchange, we shall swear fealty and acknowledge your majesty as sovereign of these lands.
You'll receive 50,000 apiece and no additional titles. Also, you'll provide guides and supplies to my army. My men will install themselves in your castles. Your armed men will gather under Sorcerer Deathmold's command, and will set out to quell the peasant rebellion.
Sire, the common folk will hate. They simply won't understand.
Yes, Fellet, they will hate you, but at least this way you'll live. Comfortably, I might add. Refuse and die, by my hand, or that of Saskia the Dragon Slayer.
Sire, we accept your conditions.
Helyes.
Deathmold, the scroll.
Sire, there is yet the matter of Prince Stennis and his rights to these lands. So long as he lives, so long as the prince lives, he'll force his claims.
Then kill him, Fellet.
Sire, I'm no warrior.
Host,
In
köszönöm
that
szépen a
case,
követést.
shut up and sign. Sire, the Dragon Slayer approaches, white flag in hand. Excellent. Let her pass.
What are you waiting for? Pick up those quills and sign.
Just out of curiosity, what does Upper Eddon sell for these days?
50,000. How much would you have demanded, lass?
King, command your vulture to shut his beak before I thrust his cockerel up his arse and twist so hard he'll crow until noon reverts to morning.
Sire, you must have her restrained.
Shut up, Deathmold. I've rather taken a liking to this Saskia. Say your piece, woman.
King, withdraw your army, recognize Upper Eddon's sovereignty and your persecution of non-humans, and give them leave to quit your realm. Do this and save yourself and your army.
You have balls, woman, but what would I gain? My soldiers would call me a coward. I am Henselt of Ard Caraig. I'll not run from a woman, even if she be a dragon slayer.
I see one other solution. You and I, King, here and now, before these folk and the gods, I challenge you. As in the old days, when the Honourable ruled this world, Upper Eddon to the victor!
The lass has gone mad. To challenge a king.
Sire, this is absurd. We shall crush them in battle. They say the lass has slain a dragon. She could be dangerous.
De mondjuk igaz, hogy én vagyok a király, viszont ha jobban belegondolunk, akkor viszont tisztességes az ajánlata. Na most miért ne? Tehát, király is ne csak távolról nézze itt a harcmezőt, hanem harcoljon is. Nem? Királynak az a dolga. Vagy más terveink vannak veled. Mi lehet vele? Nem baj, harcolunk.
Precisely why she makes a worthy foe. Don't disappoint me, Dragon Slayer. Please show me how it's done. Begin!
Facing one another in a chivalrous duel shall be Henselt of Ard Caraig, King of Kedwin, Sovereign of Caingorn and Malior, last of the line of the Unicorn, and Saskia, the wench who killed a dragon. The victor shall take Lormark. May the gods settle this. Begin! For Mahakam!
Hát... ez nem volt valami...
Stop! Stop in the name of Krieg, Freyr and Melitele!
Mi történt? Mi a franc történt? Valami gebasz van a királyon. Gonosz mágia. Vagy csak túl sok volt a gombaleves. Ebédre. De megijedtem, hogy megint valami lefagyás lesz.
Hey, halt!
What's with you, Zivik? Booze Major Batty? Don't you recognize me?
I'll be ploughed and damned. Why the hell did you bring him here, Roach?
He's a witcher.
I know who the whoreson is. Ploughing Kingslayer at the gate of a king's camp? Why, he's not even bound.
Easy, lads. The Witcher's no murderer, I'll vouch for that. As for kings, well, I desperately need to see yours.
You're in for a wait then, Mr. Special Mission Knight. Don't move, mutant! One of you go get the sergeant, and while you're at it, fetch a solid piece of rope to bind the freak.
Come on, Zivik, no need for that. Where'd you say the king was?
Out in the field somewhere, negotiating. Hey, Kingslayer, drop your weapons, or do I need to pack a bolt up your arse? Don't move! Don't even twitch, mutant!
Ami nagyon erős mágia van.
Hands where I can see him! Shoot! Smash the freak!
What the fuck?
Sárkány? Vagy mi? Mondjuk egy égboltot nézik. Azt figyel! Úgy menekülnek, fölötik még a királyba.
Soldiers! It's Sabrina's corpse!
The urchins are here as well.
My thanks later. We have to go on.
Endure, friends! I must focus enough power for the spell!
Te mi vagy? Akarod?
Ready! Stay close to me!
What the hell? Where did the sun go?
It's an eclipse. Cast a curse. Spectres are only susceptible to Satan's spells.
Try to disperse the fog.
És valami lootot nem hagynak maguk után? Úgy gyűjtögettem volna egy kicsit, hogyha nem vagy. De ezek szerint esélyem nincs.
Levesig's curse! She's out to kill me!
Stay close to me. It's not far now.
Let's hope so.
It's Prince Dennis. He lives.
Na, itt megint van valamilyen átvezető harc.
Fog is dissipating. Near its end.
Én lootolni szeretnék. Nem lehet? De kár. Na mindegy. Akkor kövessük őket. Amúgy már itt vagyunk a várfalnál valahol. De hogy ezt a játékot ismerem, biztos lesz még egy ilyen harc, átvezető harc. Egy biztos. Mondom. Vele meg mi történt?
Shit, you stink.
Na végre, mert már rettenetesen idegesítő volt ez a hang, az alaphang.
Deathmold, Sheeler, meet me in my tent. You're to explain what the hell happened there, and how we're to get rid of it.
As you command, Your Majesty.
I'll tolerate no delays on this matter, and summon all my company commanders.
Immediately, Your Majesty.
Corporal, I'd like you to watch the Witcher closely. He just pulled me from a magic hell, so I doubt he wants my head as he took fall tests. But I'll not have him wandering round the camp like some stray dog. Occupy him for a time, then bring him to my tent.
Sire, I must request an audience.
Later. I'll see my mages first, then the Witcher.
Ah, just lovely. And here I'd hoped for a calm little war.
Know where I might wet my throat around here?
Roach, willing to vouch for this overgrown urchin?
He did not kill Foltest or Demavend, if that's what you're asking. You've got my assurance on that.
Good enough for me. Let's go then.
Aha, jó.
Let's go!
Mekkora egy bunkó paraszt, azt mondja, let's go, azt bebassza előttem az ajtó.
Yes?
Take me to the king. I've seen enough military camps in my day.
That I cannot, Witcher. I'm to keep an eye on you, the king's orders.
Really want to babysit me?
You're right. Let's go.
De bízom benne, hogy több ilyen crashelés, vagy én nem tudom, nem lesz a játékban, mert ez valami nagyon-nagyon kínos volt. Hogy így. Aha, ővele is majd beszélnünk kell.
How's it going, lads?
I can't feel me ploughing feet from all this standing around. Any chance you'll be sending up some replacements?
In an hour. Open up the gate. The king wants to see the Witcher.
Yeah.
Go straight to the royal tent. You can't miss it. I've a few things to take care of.
Godspeed, Zivik.
I'll be near the main gate if you need me. So long.
Ha! A Witcher!
The king must have summoned him to fight the wraiths.
You think?
I'm certain.
Ha! Let's see him deal with the blood.
Beszéljünk akkor a királlyal. Itt van a varázslónő, szerintem majd vele is beszélnünk kéne.
Nearly everyone hunts you, yet you live in spite of that. Impressive.
I find it hard to wean myself off life.
As do we all. However, in all my career as an ambassador of His Imperial Majesty, I have never met anyone quite as talented at surviving as you.
Miért rossz, mi van?
I took the liberty of checking some rumors about you. I'll say it again. Impressive. Are you seeking employment? I was unaware you fellows hired yourselves out for battle.
My aim here is different.
Really? Perhaps I can be of assistance.
Legközelebb merre?
Foltest was a good king. Shame he ended that way.
I've already conveyed the Emperor's condolences to Constable Natalis. Since we're talking about Temeria and Foltest, apparently the fallen king's advisor, the sorceress Triss Merigold, has disappeared in mysterious circumstances. Rumors abound. Do you know anything about her?
Why do you ask, Excellency?
I heard the two of you are close.
Witchers and sorceresses don't generally share that kind of information.
I understand it's a delicate matter. All right then. Allow me to ask about something else. I mentioned Triss because, I must admit, I am perturbed. Mages are known for their mutual envy and rivalry. I wonder if there's any matter that could unite them.
Perhaps you could be a bit clearer, Excellency.
Then I shall ask directly. Do you know anything about Merigold's involvement with an organization of sorceresses? Assuming, of course, that you are, theoretically, or have been, close.
I'm not sure why the acquaintances of a sorceress would interest a Nilfgaardian ambassador.
Many things interest me. Art, for
És
example.
még nem mondták neked, hogy
Very
aki
interesting
kíváncsi, az hamar
statuette was
megöregszik?
delivered to me today. A peculiar piece, elusive, sensuous.
Bár már most se vagy fiatal.
It forces one to think. Even a monster slayer might not be indifferent to the beauty entrapped within.
Maybe, but I'm afraid I don't have time to admire art.
Do you have any other queries? I have some matters to which I must attend.
Why are you so interested in this organization of sorceresses?
I wonder about some strange coincidences. I'm told several of them were seen in the vicinity when the assassination attempts occurred.
What's so suspicious about that? Mages have always thronged around monarchs, the source of power and coin.
I'm not accusing anyone. I merely said it makes me wonder.
What's the Emperor's envoy doing here? Satisfy my curiosity.
The last unfortunate conflict left the northern kingdoms in pitiful economic condition. His Imperial Majesty desires stability. We wish to offer financial assistance, so I'm visiting those lands hardest hit by the war.
Henselt is coping admirably as far as I can see.
The details of my visit here are reserved for the Emperor and the Kedweni King.
I need to know everything.
Magic will not help you. I'm very well protected against such attempts.
I saw you with Foltest before. Now you're with Henselt. No doubt you'll visit the King of Redania next.
I need not go far. Radovid is en route to Lochmuin. Perhaps he has already arrived. We'll meet there.
Lochmuin? An ancient elven city quite a ways away, near the source of the Pontar. Why there?
The mages wish to re-establish their council. They sent out invitations to all the kings.
Greetings, Geralt.
Foltest's killer forced Triss to teleport him to Vergen. They're somewhere nearby.
That nosy little meddler Triss used my megascope to accomplish that. But I suppose I should be grateful. After all, I might have been the Kingslayer's victim. Even if Triss is in Vergen, I cannot locate her. This damn fog prevents any kind of magical probing.
I'd assumed that after killing the Kayran, the Pontar Valley would hold no further interest for you.
You know nothing about me, Witcher. I'm here because 2 northern monarchs were murdered. It's quite probable Henselt is next on the list. We don't need another country descending into chaos. King Henselt cannot die. I'll make sure of that.
It's pretty obvious you and Deathmold don't exactly get along.
Deathmold is an overgrown baby. A fine match for King Henselt. The problem is that he's as jealous as he is childish. He claims I wish to steal his position at the Kedweni court. Nothing could be more absurd.
Hát sok mindent nem tudtam még tőle.
Come in, Witcher. I wish you to feel at ease, as this is an unofficial audience. You helped me in the mist, thus I surmise you do not seek my death. Which leads me to ask what you do seek here, Geralt of Rivia.
Justice.
A slippery thing, I'd say. It really depends on your point of view. So, you claim you did not kill Foltest. Do you know who did?
A witcher named Letho.
Do you know each other?
No.
I was told you lost your memory. How can you know?
I can only say what I know to be certain. You wanted clarity, sire.
De Tanseville claims this Letho is in the area. Is that true?
Yes.
What does he want here? My head?
He's hiding from Yorvith and his Scoia'tael. I don't know his plans.
And you aim to get him?
I do.
Last question. Do you know who had Foltest and Demavend assassinated? Who's behind the Kingslayers?
I don't know, but I'll find out when I find Letho.
My spies have confirmed your words. I suppose I must believe you. Now to the other matter. The mist, the wraiths, all that magic shit holding up my campaign. My mages, as usual, have proved useless. They blather on about higher magic, delayed curses, and other hogwash, but nothing comes of it. This matter must be settled with a sword. A witcher's sword. Will you manage this task?
Persze, hogy ha bőségesen megfizetett, és esetleg még valami használható információt is ad nekem.
Yeah, I'll manage.
Excellent. Lift the curse, and you'll learn the meaning of royal generosity. And even should you fail to catch this Letho, I shall help you clear your name. Consider Deathmold at your disposal. He'll give you all the necessary information. Also, you are free to move about the camp and its environs from now on. Now, leave me alone.
As we forged our way through the fog, you claimed it was Glevisig's curse.
Sabrina Glevisig's. She was a sorceress, my former advisor. I ordered her bound to a wagon wheel and burned alive. While dying, she cursed me and my lineage. That was 3 years ago.
What did you condemn Sabrina for, sire?
Is that important?
Sire, we're not talking about a fortune told in a tent on market day, nor about some curse cast by a novice mage. This curse caused a solar eclipse and summoned hordes of specters. We're dealing with a complex spell that operates at several levels. Uncommon knowledge and skill were required to cast it. Lifting it will be even more difficult. If I'm going to deal with it, I need you to cooperate.
Ah, the plague. So be it.
The curse was cast 3 years ago. Any sign it's been active in the interim?
My son was killed during a hunt.
Anything strange or unnatural occur at the time?
A rabid boar ripped open his femoral artery. I witnessed it. An accident, nothing more.
The curse was activated today. I need to know why.
As we negotiated, a fight broke out. I killed a priest of Creve. Perhaps that.
Maybe. Sire, do you remember the curse itself? What exactly did Sabrina say?
All she said at the time has been fulfilled to some degree. A star adorned with a bloody braid will cut across the heavens. Square coins from maritime depths will beguile the hearts of fools.
Coins?
Deathmold found a few such coins among soldiers accused of treason.
What did you condemn Sabrina for, sire?
1 year after the Peace of Sintra, I fought Demerven for Lormark. General Vandegrift commanded a part of my force. He forded the Pontar and joined battle on this field. It raged until evening, when Sabrina Glevisig decided to take matters into her own hands. Fireballs rained down onto the battlefield. 3,000 men turned to bloody, charred meat scraps. The fire consumed Kedwenis and Adernians alike. Knights boiled alive in their armor. Mad beasts howling with pain. War is for the honorable. When the likes of Glevisig enter the fray, it turns into hell.
What drove Sabrina to attack her own army? Any specific reason?
I've heard none, not even speculation. She was my advisor, a member of the Council of Mages. For years I was forced to tolerate her excesses, schemes, court scandals.
Was she loyal?
Ha! Only to herself.
Jó, megkérdeztünk mindent. Pattyúkkal!
Witcher, a word, if you will.
Look what the cat dragged in.
Nincs semmi, ami Érdekes lenne a számomra a könyvek között, basszus.
You have no idea how delighted I am to work in tandem with you.
True, I have no idea.
Better times approach, Geralt, you shall see. I trust you're not bothered if I refer to you by name.
Not at all.
Wonderful, I feel we shall become great friends.
That remains to be seen.
Shake my hand, Geralt, to mark the beginning of our friendship. And don't worry, I've no poison needle up my sleeve.
Nagyon fura ez a fickó. De... csináljunk úgy, mintha megbíznánk benne.
I believe one can learn much about a man from his handshake.
Learned anything?
You have the handshake of a warrior. Strong, decisive, dominating. You're the conquering type. The kind women love.
I was asking about the curse.
Ah, of course. What would you like to know?
Have you dealt with curses before?
I've cast a few in my time. One victim sprouted donkey's ears and a tail. Another's house burned down. Nothing too serious.
Shame. Have you removed curses, lifted spells?
Never had the chance. But I mastered the theory involved. Best in my class at the Magic Academy.
They don't teach you about curses like this one at Banard.
Glevis's curse is a 4th level blood spell. It's also known as the Archmistress's curse. A misnomer, for they've been cast by generally crazed mages or priests, not necessarily women.
You've done your homework. Did you notice that not all the specters were aggressive?
Most would disappear when we neared them.
I think the curse's power corrupts the ghosts of those who died in the battle, turning them into draugrs.
Draugrs? Is that some professional name you witches have for specters?
They're demons, Deathmold. Draugrs are demons of war that arise on battlefields where the fighting was vicious and the slaughter particularly bloody. They are hatred and bloodlust in condensed form.
The name matters little. Do you know how to rid us of these Draugrs?
A silver sword's enough to send them to their rest. But as long as the curse remains active, new ones will appear. The soldiers' ghosts are the key. If we could reverse the tide of the battle...
Don't delay. Grab your sword and start reversing.
I'll need some symbols of war that belonged to the soldiers who perished here. Artifacts symbolizing hatred, death, courage, and faith. They have to be magically active and linked to those who died. Without them, I won't be able to summon the ghosts.
Well, I've no idea how to find them. Apart from which I know little about war symbolism.
I'll deal with the artifacts. I have another job for you. Explain this blood curse to me.
An ordinary blood curse is a trivial thing. You let a little of your own blood. Best done at midnight, surrounded by lit candles.
Sabrina had a whole pyre around her. Tell me about Glevisig's curse.
Read about it for yourself. I have all the necessary literature. In fact, you only need the Great Encyclopedia of Curses, Spells and Prophecies, and a volume compiled by Tessard de Vries and Margarita Loantil, Masters of Magic on Curses Selected Writings.
I'm not going to waste my time reading. Tell me the important bits.
Oh, no need to be ashamed, Geralt. In these times, few get the opportunity to learn the arts of reading and writing. Illiteracy is...
I can read, mage. Time's a wasting. Are you gonna start helping me?
The effects and phenomena generated by a 4th level blood curse require an immense amount of the power. The eclipse, the death of a dynasty, the battle of spectres. No sorcerer, no living being can summon such levels of energy. It's quite simply impossible.
But some clever mages discovered how to make possible the impossible. Since then, the world has lived in fear of your curses. Genius. What did you discover?
A prophecy that initiates a blood curse is simply a spell that binds the power. It should be cast at a site possessing the appropriate accumulation characteristics. A battlefield is perfect. Blood-soaked ground, defined boundaries, a symbolic dimension. When the caster utters the words of the prophecy, the curse begins to accumulate the power. For the last 3 years, day after day, month after month, the initiating curse has been gathering the power, drawing it from the elements of fire, earth, air, and water. The energy thus accumulated could move the stars. Enter the activator, one of the prophesied events possessing its own symbolic dimension. It releases the accumulated energy for use by the curse proper. Ordinarily, the curse cannot utilize all the built-up power, which must be released in some way, so one gets side effects, like solar eclipses.
Are you sure Sabrina cast the curse?
Positively. Curses of this kind are cast rarely. There have only been 6 confirmed cases.
How many confirmed cases of their being lifted?
1. By a team of mages led by Archmistress Francesca Finderbear, whence came the curse's other appellation. In any case, Sabrina Glevissig was part of that team.
Small world, and one that just got a little uglier.
That's not all. The curse that Francesca and Sabrina dealt with was meant to end the lives of the last of the Tyson dynasty, the rulers of Kovir. It was cast by Scarlet Rodalega, a very talented but completely mad man. A prophecy and an activator were also involved.
I see. Sabrina just stole her curse from this Rodalega.
Precisely. Beside which the king himself and a company of armed men witnessed her casting it.
We've got our comet and murder. What about the coins?
We have those as well. Not enough for you.
No. Why do I get the feeling I've stumbled on some shameful secret?
A state secret.
If you don't tell me, your head of state may soon lose his head.
There's a plot afoot within the military. Those involved share a symbol, a square coin adorned with a fish. Let's do this. I shall in no way hinder your investigation, and you will reveal to me anything you learn. Should I happen upon anything related to the curse?
You'll let me know. So be it. Why is Henselt still breathing? He killed the priest. Why didn't he burst like a ripe tomato under a dwarf's heel?
Perhaps Glevissig wishes Henselt to wait for imminent death.
I don't think so. I know a few sorceresses. They're mean, true, but they also want results. Sabrina cast the curse while roasting at the stake. Not the most comfortable circumstances. I suspect she botched something.
Are you suggesting Henselt may be safe?
I'm suggesting he could be saved, provided we cut him off from the heart of the curse, the Battle of Spectres. It's the weakest link.
How could we do that?
I don't know yet, but I suspect I could summon Sabrina's ghost and force her to free Henselt. First, I need to learn the circumstances of her death. If I'm not mistaken, you need blood to cast a blood curse.
Precisely, unachievable otherwise.
Sabrina was bound to a wagon wheel. Where did she get enough blood?
She put a spell on a soldier who gave her a coup de grace. It was easy, the minds of some soldiers are so uncomplicated. Sabrina needed one of them to strike her, shorten her suffering, but complete the curse. However, this is where she erred. That whore performed miracles, gathered the power, got the prophecy and activator right, but fell flat on her face on the simplest thing at the end.
Don't get so excited.
She chose a fool, a bungler. I heard he thrust 5 times with his spear, yet the witch's soul would not quit her corpse.
There was no one guarding the pyre?
It was one of the guards the sorceress chose for the task. His comrades were irate. He spoiled the show for them. The king was no longer anywhere near.
In any case, blood flowed and the curse took root.
Yes, but the harlot got her due.
You're gonna help me, Deathmold.
Of course, as the king ordered.
Listen up. You'll do the paperwork. I get the feeling you like it. I'll need a number of protective runes to summon Sabrina's ghost. They need to detain the sorceress's ghost and anything else that enters this world with it. Find something for me in your library. The runes need to be easy to produce. I haven't seen any artists around here. Apart from that, the Draugrs are likely to begin their forays in search of Henselt. When they leave the battlefield, they'll grow weaker. Your men should be able to handle them. Just equip them with silver-plated weapons. Henselt could also use something silver to defend himself. Over the entrance to his tent, hang a wreath of cinquefoil and fool's parsley. Inside, a fire fueled by juniper branches must burn at all times.
Where will I get so much silver?
Melt down your collection of pots for all I care. Just get it.
Those aren't pots, they're silver vases of Naziah.
Last of all, give Henselt an instructional talk. Explain that I'll need him.
And what will you be doing? Drinking ale and fondling the camp women?
There's that,
Helyes.
yes.
Nagyon jól
Though I'll also
gondolod,
prepare to summon
Semmi
Sabrina's
más
ghost
dolgom nincs,
and
mint
figure out what I
kurvázni meg
need to
így.
send the fighting specters back to the afterlife. I'll drop by and give you more work as I learn about this curse.
How did you divine that you might recover your memory by lifting the curse?
The only diviner I've ever trusted told me.
Interesting. That being?
A drunkard and a fool in love. He's dead, but keep your nose out of my past.
Na. Na szóval most egy rahajtli küldetést kaptunk, úgy néz ki. Hú, bazeg. Titokzatos folyó. Ez ki lett pipálva. Igen, ugye ez nem sikerült, mert ugye nem mentünk el hozzá, mert ugye itt hoztunk egy döntést. Viszont. Na.
The whole camp's gone berserk looking for the coins. Grown lads with their arses in the air, scavenging around the tents like idiots.
Where are these coins from?
Hát, hogyha már itt vagyunk, akkor szkanderozunk. Le van szarva az átok, gyerünk szkanderozni.
Need some help, Monster Slayer?
I want to talk, dog of war.
I've heard much about you, Witcher. Greetings.
Greetings, Captain. Let's talk arm wrestling.
Go on.
Bartholomew Bargy sends his regards.
Bart Bargy. I remember him. Strong for a peasant.
For a peasant. They say you're the strongest arm around here.
You wouldn't be talking to me otherwise.
How's that?
During the Battle of Brenna, I got into a knife fight with an Nilfgaardian commander. That's to say, he had the knife and I had my bare hands. I grabbed him by the wrist, but the blade kept coming towards my throat. He was strong, but lacked stamina. When I felt him weaken, I twisted his arm around and slit his
Öcsém,
throat.
akkor is divat volt a
I
tunel.
worked on my hands, wrists and arms since then.
Vagy hát akkor nem tunel van a fülbe, hanem borosdugó, basszus.
Wanna wrestle me?
To challenge Adam Pangret for the championship, you've got to beat the best contenders.
Who should I challenge?
Martin and Randall are the strongest in my company. Then there's Magnus, the camp blacksmith.
I'll try them.
Watch out for Magnus. As I see it, he could easily do his work with no tools. Steady on, White Wolf. You've yet to beat all the strong men.
Oké.
The whole camp's gone berserk looking for the coins.
De...
Grown lads with their arses in the air, scavenging around the tents like idiots.
Where are these coins from if there wasn't a single one?
Greetings, Master Witcher. I am your humble servant.
Oké. Kik vannak még itt? Amúgy. Jó, van farunkra most nincs szüksége, ezt meg lehet nézni.
This is a brothel, not a military camp.
Ő ki? Vele nem lehet beszélgetni, ő valami kereskedő, nem tudom mit csinál, leltározik, bazeg.
I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
Salutations.
Jó. Nézzük, mert egy csomó cuccot itt én... Hoppá, ez egy 22-28-as? Nekem meg van 14-19-es. Hát akkor 8-10-es, rövid, rozsdás rövid, kis bunkó, különleges erőkardja, 15-22-es, hát 22-28 azért, hoppá. És amúgy. Mi történt azokkal a cucc... Amúgy remélem, hogy itt vannak azok a cuccaim, ami... Mágusok nadrágja. Hát ez a vastag bőrnadrág, ez talán jó. Csizma. Ugye ami rajtunk van, az tök egyszerű. És ráadásul ez epikus. Közönséges, de ez is közönséges, jó. Plusz 3. Hát ez valami hasonló, igen. Kesztyű. Hát az viszont epikus. Bőr, nem. Nem. Mágus nadrágja, ugye ez volt, ez közönséges. Ennyi. Wow. Jó. Nem, úgy tűnik, hogy igen, azokat a cuccokat magunkkal hoztuk, így van. Vagy nem is. Nem, viszont akkor lehet, hogy ott van valahol a ládában majd.
It won't just disappear. They say only a spell will lift it.
Örökkétartó csata, vérátok. Igen. Jó. Profiskander, jó. Oké. Ővele kéne majd itt beszélni.
Audrin! Where are you? What do you want?
To talk. I just arrived.
What do you want to know?
Henselt has no sorceress at court.
Indeed. And he won't.
How do you know?
Wasn't for naught he burned that Sabrina Glyph. Whatever. Won't take on another after her. Deathmold would never agree to it anyway.
Strange custom. Deathmold has more to say than the king.
How should I know? Sabrina's dead, and that's that. Some mourn her. Most just couldn't give a goat's arse.
As long as they pay us.
What do you want?
I heard you calling out for Audrin.
What of it?
Just curious. Half the camp's looking for him.
Well, he's gone and got lost. But Audrin's a good man. He can drink 6 noggins of liquor, one after the other.
Wouldn't mind buying him a pint. What does he look like?
Ordinary, like any soldier, except he staggers a lot. Audrin, where are you?
Audrin, where are you?
Audrin,
Ennyi.
where are you?
Ő is őt keresi, hát beszarás. Most itt leadta a feladatot.
The enemy have fed you their propaganda.
But what if she's truly an anointed virgin?
Don't worry about it. The Witcher will take care of everything.
Nekem a kovács kéne. Ő lesz az.
What? Surprised to see a dwarf on human leash? Got a well thought out slur ready and waiting. Go on, surprise me.
You're a little tense.
Tense? That's a good one. I, odd-looking human, am a prime mercenary, a sapper. I'm not tense by definition.
A sapper?
Not that kind of sapper. I build field fortifications and war machines. I can fucking throw a boat bridge across a river in half a day. Digging ditches is relaxing, that's what I meant.
Got any spare parts from those war machines? The decommissioned ones, of course. I need some to make monster traps.
Sure. Why wouldn't I? If I do.
Vele lehet kockázni. Viszont üzleteljük, mert brutál sok cucc van nálam. Hát azt nem mondom, kis bunkó el, a rozsdástőr mehet. Így, jó. Az összeset persze, hogy nincs rá szükségem. Oké, ez nem. Az összeset eladom. Jó. Annyi. Ja. Ez nem kell. Ezt meghagyom, ez valami értékes csecsebecse. 4 oren. Nem tudom mi benne a érték, de jó, ezt nem akarom eladni. Viszont kockázunk akkor egyet. Hatos, van 3 hatosom. Az nem rossz. Neki van 5-öse, 4-ese. 2 párja, nekem 3. És 3 egyforma. Rendben. Az van, hogy ugye... Oké. Ott van a söröző.
Hello!
Hello.
Leave me be, father!
Leave you be? Your life's at stake! Why, your mother would have my head if anything happens to you!
No! This is about my honor. And ply what mother does to you, I'll practice. I must prepare.
Jó, majd beszélünk vele. Ez mi? Ja, itt alusznak.
I am Myron, Master Apothecary in King Henselt's service.
Geralt.
Geralt. Provenance and profession known only to him, so be it. How can I help you?
I want to stock up on herbs and medicine.
Got a prescription?
A prescription?
I jest. We have supply shortages, so I can only sell you certain medicaments.
Vele is lehet kockázni amúgy. Jó. De még itt is van motyó. Azt... Várjál már, hát bazeg. Hagyj kockázok már veled egyet. Hát, ez most elég szarul fest. Ó, mi volt ez? De nyertünk. Rendben. Azt kéne megkeresnem, hogy kinél rakhatnám le a motyómat.
Do not disturb.
Jó, akkor nem zavarok. De szerintem...
Leave me be, Witcher! I must train.
Hirdető tábla. Bűzdémon, mindent is. Oké. Fölveszünk egy rahedli küldetést. Velük lehet kockázni. Majd ők megmondják, hogy kit kell legyőznöm. Aha, ez Vernon? Vernon! Alszik.
Mind if I join you?
Think I've the right to stop you from taking a free stool?
No right, but you might not want company while you drink.
And why might you want to drink with me?
Always better to talk business over a tankard. Let me buy a round.
All the same to me.
Getting sad drunk?
Mm-hmm. My son's decided to kill himself. He's decided to duel Lieutenant Avid, known as the Butcher of Cidaris. All in all, that makes him a dead man.
Lieutenant Avid? Who's that?
A killer.
Plenty of those in the army.
No, killing enemies is not the same as slaughtering your own countrymen. The Butcher likes the latter, and he's good at it. The best.
They're going to duel to the death?
Are you that ignorant? We've been sitting here for weeks. Nothing is happening, and Henselt don't like that, so he's organised some diversions.
You mean tournaments?
Nothing like tournaments, more like murders. Mock battles without the mocking. The jailers really leave the arena on their own 2 feet. When our unit learned that 6th Company was putting forward the Butcher of Cidaris, there were no volunteers, so we drew straws and it fell to Sven.
He can't back out.
He can, but he won't. I've pleaded, I've begged, but my son's a stubborn one. The pup's got honour. But what gives honour to a corpse?
Hadd segítsek neked.
What kind of question is that?
Could I count on you in return?
Save my son, and there won't be a thing I wouldn't do to aid you.
I take that as your vow. Where's Sven?
Training in front of the canteen, near the mercenary's tent. You'll know him when you see him. Going to the slaughter like a pig for a feast, and there's naught I can do.
Jó. Beszélek Svennel, de...
I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
Vele nem tudok beszélgetni? Nem.
Are you moved by the Prophet Lebioda's parables? Then spare an oren for his humble followers.
Mennyit adjak neki? Adok neki egy 5-öst.
Having an oren and not having an oren makes 2 orens.
Cheapskate.
Miért kellett volna őt megvesztegetnem? Amúgy is. Én a motyómat szeretném lerakni. Valahova. Jó, majd visszatérjek hozzá. Na.
Are you Sven?
Who's asking?
Somebody who just might save your ass.
Pass off!
Never speak to me that way again.
Why? Will you beat me? I'm to fight the Butcher. I piss on your threats.
I promised your father I'd help you.
Then go back and ask his pardon for tricking him.
Will you feel better when they kill you?
I'll certainly feel worse if I cower out.
I'm the last one who'd ask you to do that.
What will you do? Summon the Butcher and send him out on an urgent mission to deflower the Virgin of Edern?
No. We'll fight as a pair against Latond and his second. Your honor will remain untouched, like a 12-year-old nun's pedal.
Why do you wish to help me?
I'm not a fan of uneven fights.
How much did he pay you?
Your father could never afford my fee.
Jó. Majd kihívjuk. Vagy most azonnal?
What do you want?
Oh, vele
They
lehet
say
kanderozni.
blacksmiths are strong. I say they're
Kanderozzunk.
fat pussies.
And I say I can show you just how strong we are.
Careful you don't snap something.
Show me your coin if you want to wrestle.
Figyelj, 30 év, mit
Let's do
szólsz?
this.
Ilyen nagy a pofád. Mindig Aldrint keresünk.
My hand, damn you!
progress on that.
Tégy rá hidegborogatás. Kész. Jó. Hogy is néz ki amúgy ez a tábor? Hát valójában a kocsma csak itt van egy. Ez az egyetlen egy kocsma egyenlőre. Ugye ez vezet föl való a királyhoz. Itt van két kovács. Voltunk mind a kettőnél. Egyiket most győztük le. Két kereskedő, egyik ilyen gyógyfüves, a másik mit tudom én. A kocsma lehet érdekes. Majd lefizetjük azt a csávót, és kíváncsi vagyok, mi fog történni.
Hereby,
Done with this cursed place. The bloody comet, square coins.
Who do I spy if not the famed Geralt of Rivia?
You seem to know me, but I have no idea who you are.
And you're worse off for that, for I can make you even more famous.
You write ballads or something?
I've no notion of songs, but the king's vested me with the task of organizing knightly tourneys. A swordmaster like you must be eager to show off his skills. Knightly tournaments are a pastime for real men.
Does King Henselt have any interests besides fighting?
We value knightly tradition in Kedwen. Only duels in the arena let a knight stay in good form and hone his skills.
Jó.
As long as they pay us, I'll sit it out.
Hát a bűzdémon szerződéssel még sok mindent nem csináltunk, úgyhogy arra nem is fogok rákérdezni, azt inkább hagyom.
Morons.
Viszont 4 képességpontom van. Amikor szedtem össze 4 képességpontot? Bazeg. Akkor viszont... Jaj, hogy itt megvan mind a kettő. Jó, tegyünk egyet ide. Aztán mi, hogy alkémiával, még, vagy ezzel akármivel. Nem... Jó, ezt mindenképpen. Ja, ezt nem lehet még. Nem akarok bombát. Ez jöhet. A bombákat nem is használok, maximum fölösleges. Jó, és... Jelek sebzése plusz 5. Ez mondjuk mindenképpen jól jön. Sőt, ez annyira jól jön, hogy még egyet. Ennyi. És akkor hívjuk ki csatázni azt a csákót. Ő itt van a sátor.
Surprised! They have a hand in every rebellion, every evil cause. You know me?
I'm looking for Letond Avet, the Butcher of Cidaris.
What do you seek?
I want to try my luck.
Strange. Most shit themselves at the sight of my sword.
They say you're equal to a Witcher in a fight.
They lie. I'm better.
We'll see.
You'll need to wait. I've a fight lined up already.
We could always duel in pairs. I look around and I see the cream of Kedweni knights. Someone's bound to agree.
I am Edwin Lyson, known also as the Petal. If Letond will have me, I'll gladly stand at his side.
Why do they call you the Petal? I've no need for one who ploughs maidens simply for the pleasure of deflaring them.
You offend me greatly, Letond. I owe the moniker to the fact that I place flower petals in the mouths of the foes I defeat.
I'll be glad to see anything stuffed in the Witcher's mouth. So be it.
Gilles.
And alien races. We'll never understand them.
Odrin, where are you, Odrin? figyelj, Csákó.
And? Has he agreed?
Persze,
Yes.
hogy.
Some whoresome nay?
Unique among them. Ready?
Uh-huh.
Aha.
Let's go get him.
Most gracious king, noble lords, men-at-arms! Shortly in the arena you shall witness the famed Letond Abbot, known also as the Butcher of Sidoris, at whose side shall stand the Honourable Edwin the Petal Lysam. Opposing them are Sven of somewhere and Geralt of Rivia, Witcher! May the gods favor the better men! Begin!
Az igen, hogy bedarál. Na harcoljál, bazeg!
Finally.
Győzd le! Győzd le! Edwin! Na, még egyet! Azon!
Hail to the victor! Glory to the vanquished! The prize in the contest was a noble title. Our gracious and merciful ruler, King Henselt, shall generously bestow this upon the young Sven. Heralds will announce the subsequent duels. Long live King Henselt! Long live Kedwin!
Nem maradt utánok semmi, amit begyűjthet. Nem. Jó, akkor beszéljünk itt a Csákóval.
Thank you. You salvaged my honor.
He salvaged that foolish head of yours.
I'm a knight now. The king himself will do the honors.
You were born in a pigsty where the labour came to your mother 18 springs ago. Nothing'll change that. Witcher, I said you could demand what you will, and my word's no worse than a noble's.
You demanded payment for helping me?
This is between your father and me.
Who do you pray for?
I can't say.
And neither can you, father.
An old soldier's word is no handful of hay with which to wipe your arse.
I'll have naught to do with this.
Go to Madame Carl's brothel and ask for
Ügyes Wendy.
The madam will take you to her tent and leave you alone. Wendy will ask what you wish. Tell her you want her smile to open the gates of paradise.
Wow.
Are we even?
Yeah.
And beware of Vincent Trott. He may be hiding with the conspirators. Dangerous man, that one.
Deathmole's looking for him. And if he finds him, we may all end up tasting the executioner's axe. That scoundrel falls into the sorcerer's hands. He'll give us all up to save his own skin.
I'll be careful.
Trott wears a magic suit of armor. He could prove a difficult foe, even for you.
Jó, hát legalább...
How did you wind up here?
Witcher,
What?
the king is impressed with your skills. He's called on me to organize a tournament.
If this goes on, his entire army will be slaughtered before he moves against Eddard.
This time it'll be a tourney of knights. None of that slaughter for the riffraff to enjoy. The king will reward the winners handsomely. If you're interested, find me by the arena.
Jó. Geralt magától fut. Ezt a Audrint meg kéne keresnünk, mert megy az agyamról, hogy ezek itten nyavajognak. Eléggé idegesítő.
Yeah? You're the quartermaster's assistant?
Yeah.
Great. I want to see the best equipment you have. I've got the coin. The army stands to gain, not lose by me.
I should think so. So?
Aha, vele lehet kockázni. Üzletelni, és készít nekünk motyót.
I'd like to play dice.
I'll play if you beat Zivik and Madame Carroll. Not before.
Aha, jó. De most legalább akkor ez is megvan. Viszont itt a kocsmánál is kockáztak a srácok. Majd jelentkezünk a tornára is. Megtaláljuk Aldrint is, mert zavar, hogy ezek itten hőbölögnek. Az már egyszer biztos. Öregem.
Dice.
Aye, dice.
Who else plays around here?
There's Zivik, Madame Carroll, and Lesotho. But they're masters. They'll only play you if you beat us.
Aha, jó, akkor játszunk. Figyelj, öreg. Mindenkit is legyőzünk.
I'll go first.
Egy, kettő, három, négy, három. Hát, neki aztán milyen van? 2 darab ötöse. Ó, ez annyira nem jó. Nekem csak 2 darab 3-asom van. Ezt vesztettem. Jó.
You lose. Witcher.
De legalább megkaptuk, hogy kikkel kéne még. Figyeljetek, srácok, én a motyómat szeretném valahol lerakni.
Are you moved by the prophet Lebioda's parables? Then spare an oren for his humble followers.
Jó van, adjunk neki, mennyit? Adunk 20-ast. De várjál, sikeres vesztes.
Are you moved by the prophet Lebioda's parables? Then spare an oren for his humble followers.
Having an oren and not having an oren makes 2 orens.
Cheapskate.
Vagy,
Relics, artifacts, trinkets and talismans, hallowed and highly valuable.
I'm interested in objects that belong to the soldiers who perished in the battle 3 years ago. Not any old things. They have to be magically active. I know how to check.
That's not my speciality, Witcher. I deal in relics. Ash from the stake where Sabrina burned. Nails that fastened the wheel of death. Splinters from the wheel. I've also got some metal parts and some of the martyr's garments. Whatever your heart desires.
Ez van nála? Ez azt hittem erekéket árul, basszus. Shit. El tudok neki valamit adni? Hát nem nagyon. Cső. Akkor viszont lehet, hogy jobban járnánk, hogyha itt elkezdenénk kártyázni. Ővele nem lehet beszélgetni. Igen, vele már dumáltunk. Csak alusznak. Sebesültek, nem tudom. De inkább csak alusznak. Na próbáljuk meg még egyszer.
Shall we roll them?
Mind a cél, öreg, mind a cél. Muszáj legyőznöm, csak azután akarok a bordélyba menni. Két darab ötös van, két darab egyesen. Hát... Megint veszt, milyen van most? Azt rohadt. 4-5-ös. De van, húz a kígyókba.
You lost.
Jól van, jól van, jól van. Na. Most, hogy ilyen nagyszerűen... akkor viszont szkanderozzunk már. Pont itt van két szkanderos csákó. Ezek ki?
Something's brewing.
Looking for something?
I heard some tough men serve in your company.
You were right.
Care to test that with a little arm wrestling contest?
Why not? If you want to wrestle, I need to see some organs.
Let's do this.
Your paws are strong as a bear's. I'll give you that.
Yours are strong for a human's, I guess.
Jó. És van itt még valaki, akivel lehet szkanderozni.
What is it?
I heard you and your men arm wrestle a bit.
What's it to you? That sport's only for the strongest.
Do I look like a wimp to you?
Truth be told, but I'm willing to test you. If you want to wrestle, put down your orange and we'll get to it.
Let's do this.
You're tough.
Take care.
Na és akkor most lehetne ő hozzá menni. Megyünk, legyőzzük.
Where are you? Oh my god!
És aztán beszélünk a tündével. És megnézzük ezt a lovagi tornára való bejelentkezést, vagy nem tudom mi az. És ha az is megvan...
Grown lads with their arses in the air, scavenging around the tents like idiots. Where are these kinds?
I heard you gained fame during the Wars of Nilfgaard.
Our fees have doubled since the Battle of Brenna. As it turns out, it was worth risking our necks.
I wouldn't mind learning some details about Brenna from someone who played first fiddle there.
Constable Natalis commanded the Nordlings. The Nilfgaardians mounted a vicious attack. And if not for us and the Dun Banner, the collected armies of the North probably would have shattered into bits. Luckily, we showed up at the right time, withstood the assault and came out victorious. We earned every last copper we were paid. 50,000 Nilfgaardians shattered their teeth trying to bite at us. Menno Colehorn, their commander-in-chief, chose death over humiliation. Like in every battle, it was a question of timing, taking advantage of the foe's missteps, and a bit of luck.
Must be fatiguing fighting all the time.
I took a little time off recently, something along the lines of a honeymoon. But I like my craft, and I'm not afraid to admit it.
I knew one of your kind once. A woman by the name of Rayla.
Killed by an elf's treacherous arrow. She made a mistake. Let her emotions take control. This profession requires cold calculation.
Is Henselt paying you to wait?
Curiosity itching you, Witcher. Not the best trait to have in wartime.
You don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
Deathmole's given us silver-plated weapons and protective amulets. On your advice, as I heard it. We're to observe the mist and, if need be, drive off the wraiths.
Jó. Beszéljünk a
Let's
Skanderről.
talk arm wrestling.
Go on.
Jó nagy darab a csávó.
As you're a witcher and I'm a mercenary, neither of us should wrestle for free.
Százasba. Ennyi.
Lucky that Nilfgaardian at Brenna wasn't as strong as you. Or Adam Pangrat would be a heap of white bones right now.
Lucky for you, we were only playing for coin.
I venture to say there's only one man who stands a chance against you. Numa.
Numa? What kind of name is that?
He's a circus artist. The mighty Numa, they call him. Apparently grips like a vice.
De állítólag
Word
csak.
has it he cheats.
How?
Performance-enhancing potions. The undetectable kind.
I'll be sure to seek him out someday.
You'd know best if he's using his muscles or alchemy.
We'll have to sit it out like hens
Yo.
on their eggs. It won't just disappear. They say only a spell.
Na. Akkor ez itt megvan. Fura, hogy nem mutatja a jelzés, de...
No talking to the prisoner! No talking to the prisoner!
Ezt akkor egyelőre nem engedi. De lehet, hogyha megtaláljuk Audrint.
This mist's driving me crazy.
How's service under Henselt?
See anybody complaining? And we don't like busybodies.
Aha.
Tournaments. Now that's a pastime for real men.
All right, I'll take part in your tournament.
The king will be pleased. Just remember, this will not be a fight to the death.
I'll try not to forget.
Duels take place from noon to dusk. You'll find me by the arena then.
I'm done with this cursed place.
Here, boy.
Bloody
Jaj, égek, bazzeg.
square coins. That fucking fuck.
Audrey, where are you? Audrey, where are you? Surely they hired him to take care of the wraiths from the battlefield.
Trouble.
Hello.
What is it?
Nem lehet tőlük megkérdezni azt, amit akarok. Akkor még egy kockázást, hadd toljak már, hát is sikerül. Három darab hármasom, bazeg. Na most! És kaptam egy achievementet, azt, hogy póker.
Let me win it back. Care for a game?
Persze. Milyen van? 2 darab kettesem. Van 2 egyesem, 2 kettesem. Na, ezt már szeretem.
Give me another shot.
Okay. Mi az az Divik? Keressük meg. Hol van? Hogy ő itt van kinn egész a izén kívül. Hogy itt is van még valami. Oh.
Mordred! Where are you? I'm done with this course.
What is it, Witcher?
Can I speak freely?
If you want to be sly, best you step away.
I'm looking for someone with a square coin.
Why's that?
I can only tell someone who has one.
You got one?
No.
Then don't ask, for you'll learn nothing.
As long as they pay us.
Jaj. Nehéz ezekkel a katonákkal. Aha, semmi sincs. Jöjjünk ki akkor.
Oi, Witcher! Out in these wastelands hunting monsters? Well, if you see 2 of my men, tell them I'll rip them both brand new assholes if they miss muster.
What are they doing there?
It's a common malady. A day don't go by that some dimwit don't sneak out of the camp to go to the gullies.
We'll see if I come across anyone.
Luck be with you. You're a good fellow. Ah, find them and you'll see Corporal Zivik knows how to be grateful.
Jó.
What do you want, Witcher?
I'd like to play dice.
Wanna play right now?
Persze. Mikor? Most. Azért jöttem. Ötösök, hatosok. És 4-esek. Bocsánat. Hoppá! 4 darab kettese van? Jó, nem választottam izét. Tudom, hogy vesztettem. Nem választottam ki kockát, amit dobnom.
You lost!
No worries. I'll win it back.
Abba víz. Na még egyet?
What do you want, Witcher?
I'd like to play dice.
Wanna play right now?
Amúgy jobban fest, mint előbb. Okés. Okay.
Here's your reward. That was good rolling. You deserve it.
Who else plays dice around here?
Madam Carroll ought to play you. Interesting match that would be. What do you want, Witcher?
Did you participate in the battle?
I did. And I fought. But I'd rather not go into it.
The spirits of those who died in battle are now in combat on that field. They kill each other and change into nasty creatures called draugrs. Adernians, Kedwenis, even your comrades. I want to help them, but I have to know what happened during the battle.
Oh, the plague. Listen then. The fighting started in the afternoon. The Dun Banner was first to attack. We were ambushed, cut off from our main unit and devastated. Bloody scouts and Sabrina Glevisic, who was supposed to mind the battlefield. By then, the battle was in full swing. Wherever you see those damned furrows, people fought there. The Edirnian lines faltered a few times, but we couldn't crush them because of Selkirk. Yes, we had the Visitor. They had Selkirk of Gullet, the invincible White Knight, Edern's finest swordsman. Whenever our forces gained the upper hand, he'd appear and reverse the fighting's course. Then, Vandegrift himself went into battle. He met Selkirk in the middle of the melee. It was a battle of titans. In the end, the Visitor hacked Selkirk and sliced the White Knight from his head to his balls. Then, death fell from the heavens. Lumps of burning soil flew through the air. The whole valley was on fire. Damned magic of a damned witch. I owe my life to Priest Crest, our chaplain. He led me out of the battle and went back for the others. He had a medallion that protected him against fire. He led everyone out, including the Edirnians. But the flames got him in the end.
What happened before the battle?
We forded the Pontar on the third day after the autumn equinox. The Edirnians were waiting for us, formed up in a long line at the foot of those hills. I remember the banners of Vengerberg, Aldersburg, Gullet. Knights, armoured infantry, peasants, the Bergen Dwarf Regiment. All save the king. They numbered more than 5,000. General Vandegrift, commander of the Kedwennies, had less than 4,000, including the elite Bearheads, armoured troops from Ard Caraig, and the famous White Foxes of the north. And ourselves, the Dun Banner, veterans of Brenner, hated by the Edirnians more than the plague. But above all, we had Vandegrift the Visitor. Maybe he was a bastard, but he knew war like nobody else.
Did you see the duel between Seltkirk and Vandergrift?
From a distance. At the time I was on that hill, and they were somewhere over there. The field used to be as flat as a table. It was their second duel. Earlier, in peacetime, they'd met at a tournament in Ard Caraig. Seltkirk won then. Vandergrift's sword cracked and the visitor had to yield. After the tournament, he had a new sword forged by Kedwen's best mages and swordsmiths. That's how Loathan came to be.
I think that means hatred in the Elder language. Pretty pretentious.
They say a sorcerer cast a spell on the sword and told Vandergrift the blade wouldn't crack as long as he remained invincible. The mage got 50 lashes and was the last to mention any such nonsense.
Who has Vandergrift's sword now?
When the Sea of Flames died out, the looters ran amok. They found Seltkirk's chainmail, which survived somehow. Maybe it was magical too. Vandergrift's sword went missing. The boys in the camp claim the female dragon slayer has it, but I wouldn't even try talking to her.
Who's got Seltkirk's chainmail?
A certain Vincent Trott. Low nobility, in the army since forever, a greedy bastard.
Where can I find him?
That's a problem. Deathmold wanted him arrested after they found a square coin on him. Some of the officers and noblemen want to get rid of the black ones. They don't like how they lord it around the camp, even though the king talks to them. Those coins are their sign, the stupid bunch of plotters. Anyway, Vincent's a swashbuckler. He thrashed Deathmold's people and disappeared. Those with the coins won't say a word because they're scared of Deathmold.
No.
Thanks, Civic. So long.
Na srácok, bár ennyi lett volna. Ide azért visszajövök. Hogy biztonságos területen legyek. És lehetőség szerint majd holnap folytatjuk. Na. Még egyszer köszönöm a feliratkozást, köszönöm azoknak, akik itt voltak és kísérték a streamet. Annak ellenére, hogy volt egy kis technikai probléma, még más egyéb gond is. Ez a mai nap ez ilyen volt. Ha lesz rá lehetőségem, akkor holnap folytatjuk a streamet. Még egyszer nagyon szépen köszönöm. Sziasztok!
Aldrin, where are you? Aldrin, here, boy.